can't come, but they watch afterwards.
Oh, good. And if you didn't get pizza, please help yourself to some pizza. So I guess I'll just start off and introduce myself. My name is Christiana Wilson. I am the HR generalist at Untracht Early. Been with the firm for almost 4 years now. Started right after I graduated from Marist College, where I got my business degree and emphasis in human resources. Had several internships, some private accounting, and Untracht Early was my first public accounting experience. So any questions you have on the firm, I'd be more than happy to answer. So that's just a little bit about me, and I will get into the firm. So who we are and how we got here. So we recently just celebrated our 25th anniversary. David Untracht and Tracy Early founded the firm in 1993. So I just have a short little clip to play that kind of shows you the progression of Untracht Early from 1993 to today. So that's just kind of a quick clip of where we have been, where we started. So like I said, Untracht Early was founded in 1993 by David Untracht and Tracy Early. There were 2 other employees, so when the firm first started, the first office location was in Jersey City, New Jersey. And when the firm first started, there were 4 employees. Today, there are currently 9 partners and about 145 to 150 employees currently. We started off in New Jersey, so the first office was, like I just said, Jersey City, New Jersey. Now we are located in Florham Park, New Jersey, so right around the corner. That is our main office location. And then we also have an office in New York City, which is located right next to Bryant Park. And then we have an Orlando, Florida office. So in our New Jersey office, all of our service lines are located there. We'll go through the different service lines in just a little bit. New York City has all of our service lines, but our family office and business support, that is just in New Jersey. And our Orlando, Florida office does individual tax. So all of our employees located there are in the individual tax group. So when the firm was founded in 1993, the goal was to help individuals, businesses prepare for monuments throughout their time. They really built the firm with, core values in mind, which we will go over in just a little bit, I believe the next slide. Bringing together a bunch of different expertise, knowledge that they could provide to not only one another, but to the clients as well. Value-added service, making sure that they provide the client with the best service possible. Quick responses, accurate responses, things of that nature. And, really building those authentic relationships with their client base. So those were some things, that, the firm was built on core values, things along those lines. So as you could just see, even from this slide, as well as the short video that I showed you, the firm has grown in the past 25 years and continues to grow. So as I mentioned, core values. So this is how we really start all our meetings. I'll go into detail. We have a town hall meeting once a year, which is where the entire firm gets together. So I'll get into more detail about exactly what that is later. But in the beginning of each meeting, we go over our guiding principles. principles, as you see above. So teamwork, passion, pride, integrity, and respect. We go over the importance of each of these. These are the qualities that we look for when we do recruiting and hiring a candidate that exhibits all of these guiding principles. So teamwork, an effort to work together towards a common goal. So working in those teams, you're going to be on different engagement teams, working together to reach that common goal, helping one another out. Passion, a strong fondness, enthusiasm for anything. So having that passion, that drive, that excitement. And next, pride, pleasure or satisfaction taken in something done. So reaching those goals with your engagement teams or personal goals, your career goals, things like that if you're looking to grow, things along those lines. Integrity. I think, this is extremely important, especially within accounting, having that moral and ethical code, standard, things along those lines, and respect. Just having respect for one another, building those relationships, not only with the clients, but with your coworkers as well. So those are our guiding principles. Like I said, we go over these at every meeting along with our core, mission and vision of the company. And what's special about these is, and I'll go over it more in detail, but we have, like I said, a town hall meeting where everyone gets together. Now, what's special about this is someone wins an award for each of these guiding principles, and it's voted on by fellow employees. So what's nice is, your coworker is nominating you for one of these categories, and it's just nice to be recognized and hear all the things that your coworkers have to say and that they see you represent teamwork every day, or pride, passion, things like that. So I'm going to just briefly discuss our service lines. So we have a variety of different service lines. We have an assurance group. We have a tax group, which is broken into individual and entity tax. And we have a family, office, and business support. So our assurance group, they do the audits, compilations, reviews, things of that nature. Our family, office, and business support group, they do the bill pay for our high net worth clients. They act as their personal accountants for our ultra high net worth clients. If you walk by the office and you walk by the family, office, and business support group, they're constantly on the phone with their clients. They really do build strong relationships because they are constantly on the phone with them and working with them. So that is really nice to see. And then we have our individual tax group, which they do the tax returns for our high net worth clients, and then the business tax group as well. So these are a variety of our service lines. We hire in each of them. And for our internship, which I'll go into more detail about, you will get exposure to all of the different service lines. So you'll really get that good foundation to see. So these are just some of the industries: financial services, high net worth, real estate. So these are just some of the industries that we service. Any questions so far? And I meant to mention this in the beginning. If you have any questions during, please feel free to interrupt. Yes?
Would you say your family office service branch is kind of like a wealth management branch?
So different functions of it depending on the services that the client's requesting. But they really have, keep their clients informed on different changing, I'm trying to think of the word. Not laws, but just keeping them up to date on things going on and things of that nature. Yes?
So, did you say the auditing is part of assurance? Like, I think you mentioned that.
Correct. We refer to it as our A&A group.
Okay.
So there's a variety of different client base. You could work on, there's audits, compilations, reviews, monthly work, things along those lines. So we kind of Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. So I am just going to go through some of the firm benefits. So Untracht Early, we offer a range of different benefits, some of which include medical, dental, vision, LTD, 401k with matching contribution, maternity, paternity leave, along with a variety of other leaves. One thing that our employees love is our paid time off policy, PTO. We offer a generous PTO policy. It's really important that accounting, you have your peaks, you have your valleys. And it's important that during the slower times you take time for yourself, go on vacation, staycation, just take time off for you. So that's really important. The firm definitely encourages you to do so, which is why they have such a generous PTO policy. We also offer summer hours, which is another thing that our employees love. So between Memorial Day and Labor Day, the firm gives you 39 hours of summer PTO, and you can use it however you'd like. So it goes along with the flexible work schedule to show that flexibility and work-life balance. You could take 3 hours on a Friday and leave early. You could take an entire Friday. It's up to you, whatever you need, but they definitely encourage you to use your PTO and take the time that you need. And with the flexible work schedule, the culture is very big on having that work-life balance. So I would say, as long as you communication's key. So if you have something that you need to attend, that's why I'm here. Kelly, who's the HR director, as well as your managers, everyone is very accommodating and, wants to promote that work-life balance and ensure that you do get that flexibility. So there's a variety of policies in place to allow for that. So a little more about the firm culture. One top thing that everyone loves is dress for your day. It basically is what it sounds like. You dress for exactly how your day is. So if it's just a normal day in the office, no meetings, no client visits, you can wear jeans every day. If you have a client visit or an interview, we do ask that you come business casual. So it's really just for your day. So employees seem to really like it, and we've gotten good feedback, and they enjoy wearing jeans every day, not just casual Friday. So that's something nice. Another thing that I really like is how, although we have different departments, we have a tax department, an A&A group, a family office group, we do things as a firm. We have different office locations, but we really act as one. So we have different things to get everyone together and, get to know one another, not just the individuals in your group, to really create that family atmosphere. So we have an after busy season happy hour where everyone gets together. And, we invite Florida, New York, we all get together. We have a holiday party as well as a team building event in the summer. So it's really, the whole firm's invited and it really gets everyone together so you can get to know one another in different departments. We also do spirit events throughout the year, which we'll kind of get into later, which also gets everyone up out of their desk and kind of talking to one another and creating that family atmosphere. We also have intramural sports teams. You name it, we have it, and if we don't, definitely you can start a team. I know we have basketball, dodgeball, volleyball, cornhole. We have had a variety of different things. It's really what interests our employees. Apparently our basketball team is very good. I have not joined, but I've heard it's good. So just different things to get involved in, do things with your coworkers outside of the office. And if it's something people enjoy, the firm definitely supports it. And then another important thing, which along with all of our events kind of get everyone together, is the buddy coach program. So during, whether you're interning, externing, or a full-time hire, you will be assigned a buddy. or a coach. So full-time hires, we call them coaches, but for for extern and intern programs, we call them buddies. They're really your go-to person. They're your person where if you have any questions, you can go to them, whether it's technical, just a question about day-to-day at the firm, or even just asking for guidance about, your time here at FDU. Not too long ago, they were in, your spot as well, so they would be more than happy to be that person and that resource for you. And we really think it's important from day one to really have that person to go to. Set goals. What are you looking to learn, whether it's during your internship or within your first year being a full-time hire? They're there, ask them questions, and it's really important to have that person to help you grow and succeed later on. And then, as I mentioned before, we do have an annual town hall meeting. This is where, we go through all updates of the firm. How did we do last year? What are our goals for the following year? And David and Tracy answer any question anyone has. So we're all together in one location, and you can just ask questions. So it's a really good forum to, ask any questions you might have, reflect back on the past year, and help set goals for the year to come. Yes?
I'm just curious, since you're saying you bring people from different locations, how many are in New York? How many are in Florida?
So Florida office, I believe it is, I'm just counting in my head, four employees are in Orlando, Florida, 4 or 5. And then New York is growing. I want to say, and this is just a rough estimate, I would say about 20 to 30 employees. So we do invite everyone to wherever our office location, and if someone can't make it for whatever reason, we have the technology in place so that they can call in and have a video conference. We actually do first year meetings with all of our first years. I sit with them, and we have new hires in both New York and New Jersey. So we do video conferences, so that way they can get to know each other, meet each other, and really have a discussion, kind of like this, where you can interact with one another. But I would say 4 in Orlando, Florida, and then 20 to 30 in New York, and then the rest in New Jersey. So community service is big at Untracht Early. We do a ton of different, community service initiatives. Each year, some things we do the same. We partner with the same organizations, and then really the others depend on our employees. So if our employee comes to us and is passionate about an organization they recently got involved with, or something that's just near and dear to their heart, the firm really stands behind them, and we come up with different ways to raise awareness, raise money, do a community service activity, things along those lines. So we really look to our employees to see what are they passionate about, what are they looking to do. But like I said, we do some of the same things each year. We do a lot with St. Barnabas in the NICU, homeless solutions. So Salvation Army, what did we do this past? We put together Thanksgiving Day baskets with all of our new hires for each family. So some organizations we built that relationship with, and then we really look to our employees to see where does their passion lie and how can we support them and show them that support. So rewards and recognition, we do offer competitive salaries with a discretionary bonus. For all of our campus hires, we do pay for your first set of Becker study materials, as well as once you pass all 4 parts of the exam, we will reimburse you for one of each of the parts, as well as all the licensing fees, things of that nature. And then if you pass within your first year, you get a $3,000 bonus. And if you pass within your second year, it's $1,500. So that's a little with the Becker program and entry-level hires from campus. We do have an annual review process. So going back to the coach, your coach is really there to help set goals for the following year and make sure and work with you that you are reaching those goals. So they sit with you, they go through all of your reviews. We have one formal review process, but I will say the firm is really good about writing reviews all year long because it's important to get that feedback so that you can set goals and grow and learn and continue to advance in your role. So your coach is that resource for you. They help look at your reviews, point out what your goals, what you should work on to help get you to that next level, what you did well, and any questions you might have to help your career progression at Untracht Early. We also do a lot of training. So whether it's from our extern program, intern program to full-time, there is training across the board. We have a soft skills trainer that comes in every year to do training. We also have a variety of internal trainings within the departments. We have trainers come in to conduct trainings, and then we have, all self-studies. If something's of interest to you and we're not offering a CPE class on that, definitely reach out to see. They definitely encourage you to learn about what you're interested in and the path you're going to take. So definitely endless amounts of training that they do provide, whether it's within your group or firm-wide, which is really great. And then we do offer tuition reimbursement if you are looking to continue your education. And then, as I said, the dues and fees for different organizations, groups, like the NJCPA, licensing, things like that. Was there a question?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in your experience, what do some of your accountants like to go back to school for in regards to tuition?
So it depends. Masters in tax, I've seen a lot. You're welcome. Yes.
Sure. I see you have soft skills development training. Can you clarify what that means?
Yes. So we have a soft skills trainer come in, and that could be a variety of things. So our last training was really about giving and receiving feedback, the importance of it, how to give detailed, constructive feedback, as well as how to receive feedback. So that's just one example of, different soft skills that it's not technical, it's not a tax update or things along those lines. It's, contraction like that.
Help develop your professional skills.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay. So I am going to play another short video. These are basically, go through some of the spirit events that I was talking about that we do throughout the year. So I'll kind of stop in between and let you know kind of what each thing is. So, and I don't know if the music plays on this, so, oh.
I hear something.
I do too. So these are our community service. So our interns last year, our internship, which I'll get into, we assign a project and a community service event each year. So last year, their project was to come up with a business plan and create an event for Homeless Solutions, which is a home in Morristown to help women get back on their feet and really help be a resource and a safe environment for them. So our interns decided to host a luau in the summer, and this is just some pictures. So they created a whole business plan, came up with a budget, contacted different vendors, and really got creative with it. And then after, all of our interns presented to all of the partners with their plan and step-by-step of their business plan and the final product. So this was for Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Day, where we all wore purple, raised money. It was one of our biggest fundraisers. Red Nose Day in the office. This was at St. Barnabas, NICU. So we, myself and the extern class, we donated books and cut out numbers and sent cloths and things of that nature for them. So these are some of the sports teams I was discussing with the NJCPA. Just a nice way to get everyone together. Different golf events. And these are just some pictures throughout our office. We are located on 2 floors. That's our pivotal principal winners. You see their awards. But so for our New Jersey office as well as our New York office, we expanded both offices. So New York moved a few floors up, and New Jersey, the main floor is all of our client servicing staff. So A&A, tax, family office, and then upstairs is internal client services. So marketing, myself, and HR, internal accounting. And on the 3rd floor, what was really great is they built in 2 huddle rooms. And basically what those rooms are, they're rooms so you can go upstairs with your laptops, with your engagement team. There's a big screen, table, chairs, and you can just work together on a project. So it allows for you to have those meetings, work together if you're working on the engagement, and it's easier to just work in a room. They're rooms where you can collaborate and work together. So they're in both our New Jersey as well as our New York office. And that's just one feature of the office that I really enjoy. So the firm does a variety of team building events. This was one, so the firm is big Rangers Devils fans. The firm's kind of split. So what they did was they hosted an event where you got to invite family members and go to a Devils Rangers game. This Intern Appreciation Day. We did a run.
Are those interviews?
Yes. This is, yes, those were a variety of different interviews. So if you go to our website, you can actually see a variety of videos done by our employees on different tax updates. I did one on an HR update. So you can definitely go on our website, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, or our website, and check out those videos. It's a really cool experience to get to do that. But definitely go on there and check that out. This is Pancakes with the Partners. This is one of everyone's favorite events or spirit events that we have. So basically, in the beginning of the season, this is the partners' way to say thank you for all your hard work during season. So we have Pancakes with the Partners. Everyone comes in and the partners serve everyone pancakes, eggs, bacon, you name it, they have it. So it's a fun event. This is another one of those videos. Okay. So just a little bit about some of our current opportunities. We do have full-time positions available for our tax group in the New Jersey, New York office for November of 2019. So if you're interested in tax and have your 150 credits, the position is posted on our website. A little bit about our internship program. It is in both our New York, New Jersey office, and basically you get exposure to all of our service lines, as I said before. So it starts the beginning of June and ends mid-August. That way you still have some time to enjoy your summer before school starts again. And it's Monday through Thursday to align with our company culture, Summer Fridays. And you get exposure to all of our service lines. If you're someone who doesn't really know if you want audit or tax, this is a great internship for you because you get to work on, all of our service lines, and you get that good foundation to see what you like, what you don't like. The first week is formal training in our New Jersey office, and then from there, you work with our scheduler and get assigned work with different managers, seniors, things along those lines. And as I mentioned, there is a group project, as well as a team building event and community service event throughout the internship. So we have some fun too while still getting that good experience and exposure to the different service lines. And then our externship program, and I'm sorry, just to backtrack, our internship program, we do require you to be graduating the following May with 150 credits. So if you are graduating in May of 2020, you are eligible for the summer internship. Now our externship program is a 4-day program. So there's an event in June, 2 in July, and 1 in August. And it's really just a light introduction to the firm, who Untracht Early is and what's, our core values and environment. So the first event is job shadowing. So you'll get to sit with someone from each of our service lines and just see what they do on a day-to-day basis. We do a community service event because, like I mentioned previously, community service is big at the firm. So it's important that we incorporate that into all of our programs. And then different training. Again, I mentioned training is big at the firm. So we do different trainings that you can use while you're at FDU or in your future career. So interview tips and tricks, networking practice and tips and tricks, things along those lines that you can not only use while you're in school, but also future career. And that is it. Does anyone have any questions? Yes.
How does the summer internship work? Like, do you work in a specific department for a couple of days and then you alternate?
No. So what's nice is every day is different because it is dependent on when the work comes in, and our goal is to get you as much exposure to all of our different service lines as possible. So we have in the past done where these few weeks you'll work on this type of work, the next 2 weeks you'll work in a different department. But we found that as work comes in, we can't, we want to make sure we're giving you as much exposure as possible. But it also makes it exciting. Each day is different. One day you could be working with the A&A group, the next week you could be working with the tax group. So it's different in that sense where it's not as structured as, I guess, a rotation between the departments, but we do ensure that you get exposure to all of our service lines. And if there's a specific department that you're interested in, just let us know. Communication's key, so as long as you let us know, we can ensure that maybe you get a little more work in that department.
That's better than what I thought.
Yes.
I just had one question. Is the age requirement for the externship the same as the internship?
So the reason we have our externship in place is because we do require you to be graduating the following May with your 150 for our internship program. So we still want students to have the opportunity to come and learn about Untracht Early and see who we are. So for our externship, I would say anyone graduating in May of 2021 with their 150 would be eligible, or 2022. So freshman, sophomore, or if you're going to get do the 4+1, then juniors as well. So it more so depends on when you're completing your 150. So internship, if you're a year away from getting your 150, externship, 2 or more.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Maybe Metro, as in? Thanks.
Any other questions?
How many interns do you hire?
So I will say each year the numbers grow, which is really great. When I first started, I would say 2 or 3, but now I would say anywhere from 5 to 7 interns across both New York and New Jersey.
And not in Florida, though.
Yeah. Not yet. But so our internships are there. We also do have a winter internship, which goes from January through end of April, and that you really get exposure to our tax department. So if you're a student who knows they like tax and that's what they want to do, I definitely suggest a winter internship because you get exposure to our tax department. You'll have some work within the other groups, but it's mainly focused within our 2 tax groups, and it's a little more flexible in the sense where it's not a set schedule. Of course, we understand that you're going to school while interning, so the program's really specific to the candidate, and I work with them to say, what days are good to work, and just making sure, of course, school comes first. So working to make sure you have that good balance.
So when would those students be graduating? They also have to be ready to graduate in May with the 150?
Yes. And on the 150 track, yes.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not May, if it's the following December, that's fine
Okay.
too. Any other questions? Yeah.
Why does it have to be May? Is it like opportunities for advancement or?
So our new hires start in November of 2019, or in November each year, as well as in January. So those 2 dates are to accommodate the various graduation dates. So it could be the end of the summer. It doesn't have to be May. It could be August of 2019, just in the range where before, our 2 start dates, you would have your 150, because we do require 150 credits to start full time. So I just use May as a standard graduation date, but it could be August, it could be December, things like that. So a lot of, candidates that graduate in the summer with their 150 start in November. That way they have those few months to really focus on the CPA exam, which is why we have the November start date, to really give them time to study and focus on that exam. Any other questions? Okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone coming today, and please, I have my business cards up there as well as umbrellas for everyone. So please help yourself, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
If everyone wants to come out and take an umbrella, it's not raining, but you never know.